I'm Daniel Madison, welcome back and thanks for being here. You know Charlie Madison and I appreciate it. Thanks. These are beautiful. This is the first deck from the Williams Playing Card Company. This is the Champion Deck series and I'm going to be using this deck throughout this video. Boy oh boy Charlie, are we lucky to have a deck of these playing cards before they're even released. I'll leave a link to these in the video description. They're not available yet, but as soon as they are, I'll be letting you know. Dan has created such a beautiful deck of playing cards that just looks perfect for card table work, and it works so well with this video because I'm so happy to share with you today not one but two different methods for cutting, directly cutting to all four aces in an apparently shuffled deck of playing cards. The first method is called the Tenacious method and it is very difficult. The second method is much easier and has a secret in it that I've applied to every single deck of playing cards that I've used in the past 20 years. Without further ado, get yourself a deck of playing cards. I'm Daniel Madison and this is how you cut to the aces. Cutting to four of a kind to the four aces in an apparently shuffled deck is a skill that our audience would assume that we already have, so it's worthwhile having this in your repertoire in case it's ever called upon you, or in case you ever need to perform something that would look like a card cheating technique. This one works perfectly with card cheating demonstrations, as with a lot of sleight of hand techniques and a lot of demonstrations of card cheating and sleight of hand trickery. The more difficult it appears, usually the more easier it actually is in the performance, and this is one of those. There's two versions of this idea that I want to show you. One of them is quite difficult, the other one's fairly easy. The difficult one is the one that you saw in the demonstration and the performance at the beginning of this video, using the Tenkai palm, using a steel that I called Tenacious, the Tenacious Steel. I taught this in great detail a few months back on my YouTube channel, so I'll leave a link in this video description to that video. We'll go over it again here, but this, using the Tenacious idea to cut to four aces, is quite difficult. Some might argue that it's impractical, certainly angle sensitive. I've done this countless times for an audience with nobody seeing it. It's my go-to cutting to the aces idea, but I want to teach you two methods. One, the one that you saw, and another one that's very, very easy. Houdini said it is sometimes more difficult to pretend that the handcuffs are locked than it is to actually escape from them. We can apply that same idea to a lot of magic and a lot of card cheating demonstrations. Specifically, I think card cheating demonstrations and things like this, because there's that pre-assumption, there's that idea that card cheating is very difficult. Most of the techniques are not that difficult, especially if you've practiced non-stop all of your life, the way that I have. I'm not saying you have to do that. So we have four aces. I have a deck of playing cards, and for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to keep the deck of cards in order. The way that I begin with the main version, with the Tenacious card steel version, I'm going to have all aces on top, and I'm going to have the top card in a Tenkai palm. So I'm going to push it over like this, and then I'm going to turn my hand down on top like this so that my thumb reaches over that card, and I clip that card right here like this. So it's in the flannel of my thumb, I think that's the correct term, and it's pressing the ace of spades into the clunge of my hand right here, and that is the correct term. So this is a basic exposure of a Tenkai palm. So all four playing cards are gonna be in this position at different moments in this trick. You'll notice as soon as you start practicing this what your angles are. Straight ahead is pretty good for me, but as soon as people start coming around this side, they can kind of see the dirty work. So this is kind of maybe something that you would do for a controlled audience or for somebody stood right in front of you. Don't worry, I'm going to teach a version that everyone can stand all around you at every angle. Don't worry, we'll get to that. The card is going to be palmed like this. I have the freedom, because of the positioning of my fingers, to straighten up the deck like this. Thumb against this side, finger against this side, finger, and then thumb here. Now I can square up like this without affecting the Tenkai palm or without showing it to my audience accidentally. So I'm going to square up the deck. It's the dirty hand that's going to be doing all the work effectively. You can do this with your left hand behind your back. Maybe perhaps you've got somebody to text while you're doing the trick. You don't really need this hand. Now I'm going to cut the deck, and I'm going to cut about halfway. Very purposefully, I'm going to position the top half of the deck right here like this. Notice what this does from the camera above. In fact, I'm going to turn the ace of spades face up so that you can clearly see what's happening. So the ace here, I cut half and I go diagonally here. So I completely cut diagonally here. As I do this, I drop the ace of spades onto this top packet like this. Now I come back and I use finger 1 and finger 2, or the thumb and finger 1 like this. Let's put it face down. So I take it with my thumb here, my finger here right in this corner. Now I clip it in between finger 1 and finger 2 so that it's like this. Now I'm going to put it again diagonally. So we're creating this diagonal pattern. I'm going to put it here. As I do this, notice the position of my hand. In fact, I'll move everything further back so we're in frame. Notice the position of my hand now. My thumb's reaching over the same way that I just showed you how to Tenkai palm. Now I'm going to steal the top card of this packet in a Tenkai palm with my thumb here against the clunge of my hand, of my right hand, as I drop the ace of spades. Now I come back, I've stolen the next ace. When I get back here, I don't keep going. I'm going to take this packet back now. So I steal, take the packet back, put it on top, square up, and we're back to the beginning. We're back to the same position. This time I've got a different ace in my hand. So we're going to repeat the same step until the last card. So I have the ace of club now. I've just straightened up. I cut the deck about halfway, drop that card, come back, take it with the thumb and finger 1. Now it's in between the finger 1 and finger 2 as I place it down. As I'm putting it here, everybody's eyes are looking at the aces. Nobody's looking at this pile. So when I cover it up for just a second to steal that next card, all eyes are looking as I place that ace down. Now I can come back, take this packet, put it on top, square up, and we're in position for the third playing card. So now we have 2 aces here, and I have another ace pound in my hand. Once again, same thing. Square up the deck, cut halfway, drop that card, come back as if you've just cut to this card, thumb on the top, finger 1, extend as you place it down here, pick up that card from this packet, the final ace, I pick it up, I pull back, I pick this packet up, I close the deck. Now I'm in a position to do one final ace reveal. So I cut the deck at any position now. I can cut much further down, or I can cut really close to the top, because I don't have to do any more work. Once I've cut and I drop that card, I move this packet further forward, creating more of a distance between these 2 packets. This helps in the participant's memory of events when they try to backtrack or they try to figure out how it works. I put this further away. Now I can come back here, very carefully turn that card over, a little spin, put it down, and I'm good. I'm free, I'm clean, I'm good to finish the trick. There are a few problems that you might find when it comes to the execution of this, especially collecting those cards from the middle packet into a Tenkai palm, and it's just about practice. It's only going to come down to practice that's going to make you perfect at this. If I only cut a few playing cards like this, if I only cut maybe 10 playing cards and I put them here, now I'm coming back for my ace and I'm putting it here, I can't get my thumb wrapped around the top playing card. It's very difficult. I've got to really try, and I'm failing. I'm setting myself up for failure by doing this. This is why you need so many more playing cards in that packet. If anything, to be comfortable, to be extra safe, get more playing cards, cut more playing cards over here, just so that you can set yourself up for an easier and more confident and more sure Tenkai palm, Tenkai steel. So this is the safe version of cutting to the aces, and I usually have 2 9 of clubs in my deck. One of the 9 of clubs, I'm going to take it and apply a reverse breather crimp to this playing card. So I turn it face down and I put my thumbs in the middle, and I've got 2 fingers on the back like this. I'm going to press down so that I bend that card like so, and I'm going to pull with a lot of strength from the center to the edges so that I end up with this. It's got kind of a X shape to it. It's very noticeable at the minute. I'm going to straighten it out a little bit, try and get rid of that X. How this affects the card, it means that once that card's back in the deck, whenever I cut the deck now, and I feel for that gap, I will always be able to cut to the breather crimp playing card. So this is the reverse breather crimp. It is always going to be the bottom card of the top packet. So when I cut the deck like this is the top packet, this is the bottom card of that packet, this is going to be the breather, reverse breather crimp playing card. So now I'm going to take the aces and I'm going to put them into the gap on top of the other 9 of clubs right here. Now I'm going to put the reverse breather crimp playing card on top of that. Now I can completely square the deck up. It's a really nice idea to spread the deck like this without mentioning it too much. I spread the deck and then I close it, square up and step back. Spreading the deck and applying loads of false shuffles implies that you are not holding any breaks or any cutting points in the deck. It looks like you have very little control. Now all I have to do is go back to the deck and cut. I know that they're in the top half of the deck, so when I cut, I just consciously make the effort to cut that crimped playing card. I know whereabouts it is, and I hold the deck really gently, and then I just lift up. Now I can feel a natural break happen in the deck, and if you look, I've managed to cut directly to the reverse breather crimp playing card, which means this is the first ace. Now I turn the first ace over like this, close the deck, and go back to my false shuffles. It's important once you've done that first cut, once you found the first ace, that you shuffle, that you false shuffle, or you move the deck around a little bit, even if it's a few false cuts. Spread the deck. Meanwhile, I'm not changing the order of the deck, I'm just making it look like the order's changing. Now I'm in the exact same position. All I've got to do is cut to that breather crimp, take this card, it's going to be an ace because the 9 of clubs is here. Now I just got to repeat that a few times. Now it's worthwhile, you might want to apply a few different false shuffles in between each one of those moments, just so that it looks like the deck is shuffled more and more. It's always a good idea to square the deck up before you cut, just before you cut, and cut very gently. You're always going to cut to the ace, 9 of club right here. Last card, once again, apply some false shuffles, as many as you want, however you want. Now I'm going to cut the deck one last time, and I'm going to take the last ace, put it here, close the deck. Now at this point, because I had the deck in order, now I can turn the deck face up, spread the deck, and show that the deck is in complete brand new deck order, not a single playing card out of place apart from the aces, which you then put back into position to show where you cut them from. The phenomenal and incredible things that you can do with a crimped playing card, they are endless. There are some true miracles that you can perform. Every single deck of playing cards that I've ever used has had a reverse breather crimp in it. I'm probably going to be talking about the crimp so much more in future videos. Hopefully this was a nice introduction to those people who are quite unaware of crimps. But as for now, I'm going to end this video here, or this lesson here. There's so many more things I want to talk about with cutting to the aces, but we're going to save them for other videos, and I'm going to save the afterthoughts and all the other ideas for these two cutting to the aces ideas from an Alliance or a Madison IST. So to everybody else, thanks. Outro. So that is two different methods for cutting to the 4 aces in an apparently shuffled deck of playing cards. So many people that watch my videos were asking me to do more things like this, more card table work, more card cheating demonstrations. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to mix it up with sleight of hand demonstrations for the card table and magic tricks that you can show your friends, some difficult, some easy, and wherever I can. Just like this video, for example, I'll show you a difficult method and then an easy method, because there's always more than one way to skin a cat. Is that really the saying, Charlie? That's disgusting. Look out for these playing cards in the not so distant future. Remember, there's a link in this video description to this. If you use any of my playing cards or any of my tricks or anything to do with me on the socials or on YouTube, stick a hashtag Daniel Madison on there so that I can go check it out. Perhaps leave a little comment, leave a little advice. I have some wonderful, wonderful news on the way that I still can't share, but please stay close. You're gonna love what I'm gonna be doing to this YouTube channel very, very soon. I'll announce it as soon as I can. As for now, make sure that you subscribe so you get my notification bell. My notification bell? Surely it's not mine that goes ding, 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 Charlie. I'll be back soon with some mad, dope card trick tutorials on the way very soon. Just make sure that you subscribe so your notification bell goes ding, 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 ding every time I drop a new video. I'm Daniel Madison and that was How to Cut to the Aces. I'll see you next time.